Finlandization. It is a Cold War era term that refers to Finland's strict neutrality during the Cold War. The origin of this is enshrined in a 1948 treaty with Moscow. This was when tensions between the Soviet Union and the West were at an all-time high. The deal fixed Helsinki's neutrality in place, kept it out of an emerging NATO and impacted Finnish politics for years to come. But Russia's invasion of Ukraine is making Finland rethink. Finland shares a 1,300-kilometer border with Russia, but there is now growing concern over whether the country must join NATO. This comes at a time when Russia has warned Finland against going the NATO way. Our principal diplomatic correspondent, Siddhartha MP, spoke to Finland's ambassador to India on this. Listen in.
Joining us on WION World is Finland's envoy to India. Ma'am, thank you very much for your time. First up, after Russia's aggression and invasion of Ukraine, the leadership in Finland has actually pointed out that their military neutrality or non-alignment is actually going to undergo a rethink, and there is the possibility of joining the NATO alliance. How do you see this, and how unprecedented is this?
After the Russian invasion to Ukraine, of course, we have to look again what is the security situation in Europe, what is the security situation in northern part of Europe. And of course, our government and our politicians are assessing this situation at the moment. And there has been discussion now that there will be a white paper prepared for assessing the changes of our security situation. And then we are looking where it leads. And there will be a parliamentary discussion after that as well.
Ma'am, on the ground, in terms of opinion polls in your country, nearly 50% Finns have voted saying that they prefer that the country join the NATO alliance considering the ongoing security situation. So how do you see this? And is this going to be done via a referendum, or this is going to be parliamentary procedure?
In Finland, all the procedures are parliamentary procedures. Referendum we have used only twice actually during our history. It is to be discussed also what will be the format, but let's first look how the preparation of this assessment of our security situation is, pros and contras of any kind of further strengthening our relationship. But for sure, we are having this discussion in a relatively short-term tempo and also working closely with our neighbors, like especially with Sweden, but also, of course, with NATO countries as well.
Russia also recently issued a statement saying that any move by Sweden or by Finland to join NATO will be met with severe political and military consequences. So how big a threat is this, and how does Finland see this kind of a blatant threat against the country?
Well, every independent, sovereign country has right to make own decisions and choose with whom they are allied and with whom they are not. So it is of course the sovereign right of independent Finland to make own security and other decisions in general, like it is for Ukraine as well. Ukraine is a sovereign, independent state whose of course, sovereignty should be respected. And in this case, Russia has been very strongly violated the international law, UN Charter, and European security concept with this aggression. And therefore we condemn Finland together with the European Union and actually majority of international community also, this one-sided aggression.
WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.